Today is going to be a great day.
This is your day for something new. This is your day to make it through. This is your day, so come along and see what you can do. You can have it, you can do it, you can make it, nothing to it. Successful living is yours. Learn to be successful. Learn to be successful. Learn to be successful. Right now with Stacia Pierce.
Hi, it's Stacia from Staciapiercetv, and I want to talk to you today about what does commitment have to do with success. You know, there's three things I want to share with you today. Commitment to start, commitment to stick, and commitment to stay. All right, let's start with commitment to start. Today I had this awesome conversation with a client and someone who at the end of the conversation made the right decision. Well, the conversation went like this. It's someone who, wanted to be in my new course. I'm doing this course called the Product Idea Creation Course. Absolutely incredible. In this course, I'm teaching people how to produce and make over 100 products that they can sell and start generating a whole lot of cash flow for their business, for their life, and just change their whole entire bottom line. Well, anyway, I was talking to the person and they told me some things that were going on with their life. Probably could be possibly going on with you as well. They said that they didn't have enough money at the time. They wanted more increase, more finances. They told me that they felt like they didn't really have a lot of time to build their business. They didn't have enough time, when they got for work and, to really dig into building their business. And so we talked about time commitment and building their business. And then they also shared with me how they wanted something of their own. They didn't have any products at all. They wanted to have something with their name on it. Now, all those things are something they desired, but you know what? There was a commitment level that was getting in the way, even though they needed every single one of those things. And I had the answer. I was offering them the answer in my upcoming course. Well, you know what? We finally got to the core of the problem. And the problem was that there was no real commitment. So as we began to talk and discuss what was going on, the person finally admitted, and they told me I could share this today on Staciapiercetv, but they told me that, you know what? I'm really not ready. I'm not committed. And I have to get ready. I have to decide today that today is the day. No more excuses. But you know what? I found myself not being ready to start. And so I thought, wow, how many other people out there want success, but they don't have commitment and they're not ready to start. They're not committed to just get started. So let's talk about that. So well, first of all, let me finish. The story ends up really, really good because I talked to the person. It was only like a 10-minute call. We talked through all those issues and I got them started in the Product Idea Creation course and I got them started in my coaching program. So now they're taking this big leap forward and they're about to start their life in a whole new direction. And you know what? When you start something like that, it changes every single thing for you, and it will change her bottom line. Well, what is it that you need to start? What is it that you need to start being committed to so that you can succeed? Is there something that you're supposed to be doing? Are there courses you should be taking? Is there time you need to block out so you can actually sit down and work on your business? Is there a coaching program you need to be in? Is there help you need to go and get? What is it that you need to start today? Starting has everything to do with success. You have to take action and get started. All right, number 2, let's talk about sticking with it. Sticking with something. The commitment to stick to it. I've had people that I've started with, that we've coached with, or we started this awesome program, but you know what? They have a philosophy, that if it doesn't go exactly their way, then they drop out. I used to be like that a long, long time ago. I used to want things to go in a certain way, a certain pattern, and when I found that, that pattern got mixed up or that, things went another direction, they didn't go exactly as planned, then sometimes it would get frustrating and I would say, you know what, maybe it's not the time for this. Maybe it's not the season for it, and then I would stop. But I overcame that. I'm glad I did a long time ago, because I couldn't have the success I have today. I couldn't have 21 books that I've written, as of now. I couldn't have, all the information products that I have out there. And I couldn't do what I do today if I didn't stick with things. Sometimes you'll stick with something that seems like it's not even succeeding. I created a product a long time ago, and it seemed like the product just was not doing well. Well, the market that I was marketing to, the cover that I had on the product, the way I was marketing it, it didn't do well. But as I stuck it out and I continued, to just evaluate and to reevaluate that product, finally I came up one morning with an idea to relaunch that product in a whole new format. When I changed the format and just added a couple elements to that product, now today I probably sell about 10 of those products every single week. I'm glad that I stuck with it, that I was committed to stick. Let me ask you, what is it that you need to be committed to stick to? Success is about sticking with your path, sticking with your purpose. It's about sticking some things out even when you can't see the finish line. Now, I know sometimes we just stop some things and let go of some things and, and just finish some things off, but I'm not talking about that today. You know those things that you need to stick out. Maybe it's a coaching program, and maybe, you feel like I'm not doing all the homework yet, or I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing in it. I don't know what it is, but I do know that success and sticking things out has a big connection. I know that all the success I have today has come through me sticking through some situations that did not seem perfect. So let me ask you again, what is it that you need to stick with? All right, so now let's move on. Now that we know that we need to start something, you got to get some action going. Let's get something started. Now we know there's some things we have to stick with, even when it's not perfect conditions. Now, once we start and then once we stick, then we need to decide what is it that we need to stay with and what is it we need to let go. All right, so there's people that we have to stick with, but then there's sometimes people that we need to, let go. Then we come to the place where we need to stay in position. Sometimes you can move out of position too close to the finish line. You can get out of position right before your biggest breakthrough. So what is it that is in your business or in your life that's causing you to produce the most? What is it that you need to stay with? I found out that there's so many things you can do throughout the day and throughout a week and throughout the month. But you know what? It's only a small amount of things that I actually do that produce 100% of my business. And so I want you to do what I do. I take what I call an action sheet out every single day. And I get up in the morning and I write down my action steps that are going to produce 100% for me. What do I mean by that? I mean that I write down, what are the things that really produce and bring income to my bottom line that I must do today? What are those things that really, if I take action in these areas, if I stay with doing these things, it's going to produce for me? And then I make sure that I tackle those things first and then go on to whatever else is on the list. There's some things you just stay with and commit to that's going to cause success over and over and over again. So I want you to think about it, to discover what are those things you need to stay with. As we conclude today about commitment and success, let me share with you a couple more principles that are life-changing. As I was talking to that young lady today and I was telling her about starting something, I also talked to her about sharpening herself. We all want success. We all want, to have more time and more free time and to live the freedom-based lifestyle. I'm so excited that I can live that life. But I know that I could not live the life I live if I didn't continue to sharpen myself. The only reason that I have my days, I can create them the time I want and how I want to use my days, and I know that I can, travel at my leisure. The only way that I can do that is because I have created this lifestyle through my business. And how did I do it? Because I continue to sharpen myself by taking courses, by having a coach myself, by going to workshops, by showing up to different events, and by being mentored. That's what caused me to be able to continue to grow so that I can continue to succeed. If you don't sharpen yourself on a consistent basis, if you don't make a commitment to say, you know what, I'm going to sharpen myself by reading the books, I'm going to make the investment because I'm worth it. If you don't feel like you're worth it, then you'll never get to those goals and never live the life you really want to live. You have to get continual information. You know, every single time I went to a new level, every single time that there was something I wanted to aspire to, there was information I had to get to take me to that new level. Information always changes the seasons of your life. Without new information, there is no new season. And so what is it that you need to invest in? Maybe it is the product idea creation course that I'm doing right now, or maybe it's something else, that a success tool that you need to pick up and grab. What is it that you need to invest in yourself so that you can make the commitment and go to the next level? All right, and as I conclude, the last thing I want to make sure that you do is not only do you sharpen yourself, but make sure that you make a commitment to share yourself. I don't do this, my Millionaire Mentorship Club, just for me, and I don't have these courses, you know, that I teach just for me. I do them because I want to share what I know with other people. My biggest joy is seeing you succeed, seeing you grow and progress. I get so excited when I get testimonies and emails of people that say, Dr. Stacia, I took one of your courses, I read one of your books, I was in your mentorship program, and I took that information, it changed my life, and now I'm making 6 figures, 7 figures. Now I have the business of my dreams. Now I have products with my name on it. Now I have my own book out. My goodness, I get delight in that because I learned all this so that I can share it with you, and I really am committed to sharing. When you make a commitment to share what you know, to share what's on the inside of you, to share your gifts and your talents, I promise you, you will never ever have a financial problem. Because when you share with other people, then the money always shows up for you. And so that's what I want you to do today. I want you to make a fresh commitment today to your own success. And if you follow those steps that I just gave you, success is inevitable for you. All right, well, I can't wait to hear from you. Please comment below right now about this video and share it with somebody else. Share this video with your friends, family, on Facebook, Twitter, with other people who you know that need to tune in to Stacia Pierce TV, and who needs to have success and be inspired to succeed. Can't wait to hear from you. I love hearing your feedback. All right, bye-bye.